When observing Tesla bot's walking posture, many can't help but joke that it looks like it just endured a grueling leg day workout. Others quip that Optimus walks like a human, albeit with the peculiar gait of a certain president. These comments, though amusing, also shed light on some important aspects. Elon's repeatedly emphasized that everything's still being improved, particularly the robot's walking speed. Tesla doesn't want their robots moving sluggishly, but they need time to get their ultimate goal, enabling the robot to move at a speed of up to 5 miles an hour. That said, comparing Optimus's progress from earlier this year to now, it's clear there have been improvements. However, in our view, these strides will fall short of being truly convincing. It seems Tesla might still need one final breakthrough to elevate Optimus's walking speed to a whole new level. Let's dive in and explore. Welcome to evtech channel. Before we begin, please help us reach 20 subscribers. It'll be a huge motivation for us to continue bringing you great episodes about Tesla bots, Tesla EVs, and the latest news. Thank you. If you look at the gait of humanoid robots from Boston Dynamics' Atlas, Unitree, or Kepler Forerunner, you will see that they have a slightly bent knee gait, similar to Optimus. In fact, this design is not accidental, but due to engineering requirements. When robots are in a bent knee position, their center of gravity is lowered, which increases stability and makes it easier to balance when moving. As you can see, Optimus moved quite steadily at the We Robot event despite having to walk through a crowd in the evening conditions. The fact that the lower center of gravity allows the robot to quickly adjust its posture when faced with sudden changes in position or when moving on rough terrain. Now, if someone were to ask if Optimus is currently one of the slowest moving humanoid robots, we think it is possible. At just 1 meter per second or 2.2 miles an hour, Optimus is constantly being compared to Joe Biden. When we watched Optimus move, the Tesla robot took 132 steps in 78 seconds, averaging 1.67 steps a second with a stride length of slightly more than a foot. Compared to competitors that typically reach speeds of 2.5 meters a second, Optimus still has a significant performance gap. The slower movement speed could hurt its competitiveness, especially since most buyers, including us, prioritize a robot with agile movements. This reflects not only the efficiency of the joints and drivetrain, but also the coordination between the sensors and the battery. Once again, please help us reach 20 subscribers. This is important for us to stay motivated. Thank you. Back to Optimus movement speed. Okay, so let's talk about Optimus's walking ability. In Tesla's latest update, the robot was seen walking around the 4680 battery plant at the Gigafactory, Texas. Notably, Optimus now walks with greater confidence and can autonomously avoid obstacles and people without any human intervention. This is pretty impressive because it means Optimus can navigate factory environments independently and can potentially adapt to various other settings like indoors, busy streets, or even in crowded stores. This video also shows Optimus creating a video map of its surroundings. You can see here the objects that Optimus is recognizing, similar to how Tesla vehicles observe their surroundings and then handle situations that require interventions to avoid accidents, and this map can be stored and shared with other Optimus robots. This means that when an Optimus robot has explored and analyzed the terrain, the map in an area, the other robots also recognize that area and move very flexibly, collecting data that helps them become smarter without Tesla having to retrain each robot from scratch. So it's no longer a robot in a sci-fi movie like iRobot to achieve thousands of Optimus operating in the factory next year and another limited number sold to customers in the year after next. Tesla is really speeding up with its robot. In this phase, Tesla focuses on improving dexterity and new generation hands, the two most important factors before bringing it to customers. Why 22 degrees hands of freedom are actually Tesla's most valuable upgrade? The answer is quite simple. Humans can't do much if our hands aren't functional, and the same goes for Optimus. Who's trying to buy it if it can't pick stuff up? Since Optimus will spend most of its time performing tasks while stationary, hands, not legs, are the big game changer. Imagine a robotic hand that can glide over the keys of pianos with an absolute precision. According to Elon, this capability alone represents about half of Optimus's technology. During the third quarter earnings call, Elon explained,
and then with Optimus, we showed a massive improvement in Optimus's dexterity and movement on October 10th, and our next gen hand and forearm, which has 22 degrees of freedom, which is double the prior.
This is the first time Elon has talked about the third generation Optimus hand with 22 degrees of freedom. Back in May, he said on X, the new Optimus hand later this year will have 22 degrees of freedom. However, it wasn't until the end of the year that Tesla finally achieved what is now the world's most advanced robotic hands. No one else comes close. The other robot hands have less than 10 degrees of freedom. Wow. A fully articulated 5-fingered hand with 22 degrees of freedom is a pretty big deal, especially considering Tesla's lack of prior experience in robotics. Elon has called this a huge step forward for Optimus's dexterity. Before, the Optimus had 11 degrees of freedom, whereas the human hand has 27 degrees of freedom. Now, with 22 degrees of freedom, Optimus's hand is nearly on par with a human's, moving with impressive smoothness and flexibility. In the latest update video, you can see the robot lifting around 25-pound tray of 4680 batteries. What's really impressive is how Optimus grips the tray using just its fingertips, suggesting the grip strength in each finger is powerful enough to securely hold the tray, highlighting the redefined control and strength that Tesla has achieved with its robotic hand. Imagine doing this yourself. You'd feel the tension in your wrist, your shoulder, and your fingers if you hold something that weighs 11 kilos. That's no light task. This means the fingers must lock securely with a certain level of friction on Optimus's hand to hold the tray, as it looks fairly smooth. The force required to accomplish this is pretty remarkable, as it involves not just the finger strength, but also shoulder stability and precise torque control at the wrist. Tesla is clearly invested in heavily developing these capabilities, creating a hand that combines strength with finesse needed for complex handling tasks. Now, as far as we know, Optimus's hands have these tendon-like structures in their wrists. Optimus's fingers have 4 tendons each, rather than the coil springs in the knuckles of previous versions. These tendons connect from the muscles to the bones in the fingers, optimizing Optimus's gripping ability. Optimus now has a total of 22 small actuators, 20 for the fingers, and then you got 2 for the wrists. Elon also mentioned that Optimus has improved tactile sensing capabilities, meaning it can perceive objects more clearly when holding them, allowing it to determine how to grip and the appropriate force to apply. Now, before, Tesla demonstrated that Optimus's fingers have sensors to grasp delicate items like eggs without breaking them. However, at the time, it only had 11 degrees of freedom. With a new upgraded version, Optimus's hand continues to improve sensitivity, allowing it to lift more delicate items without damaging them, while also being able to handle both heavy and light objects. For example, it can not only hold eggs, but also peel them. On X, Elon suggested that Optimus could thread a needle and play piano with these hands. Now, imagine Optimus being asked to fetch something from the kitchen. It'll immediately remember the location where it saw it, but instead of going to get the object itself, it'll tell another Optimus that is closer to that location, and then the object will be brought as quickly as ever. Thanks for watching our video. If you found the content helpful and want to explore more exciting info about Tesla EVs, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest videos. We appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you in the next video.